Is it a city that epitomizes modernity with its sky-high condos and designer shopping malls, or is it a city that thrives on happy hours and happy endings? Is Bangkok still cheap and a great alternative to Western life, where you can spend less and live more? Or has the influx of tourists over the last 2 years driven the prices up so much that it just doesn't make any logical sense for digital nomads anymore? Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video today. Now, to help make this video as valuable as possible, I'm going to break this video down into 1, cost of living, 2, accommodation, and 3, general quality of life. Because ultimately, who doesn't want a better quality of life, right? But first, allow me to briefly share a super short story. So a few weeks back, I went to a pool party in a place called Ceylon in a hotel called Amawa. After I weaved and bobbed my way between the old school ravers and the new school divas, I found myself at the smoking terrace admiring the incredible skyline over Bangkok. As I sat there just reminding myself how lucky I was to be looking out at this incredible Bangkok skyline and really trying not to become desensitized to the magic of Bangkok after living here for 2 years, I struck up a conversation with a man I can only presume to be an old school raver. You know how it goes, these smoking terrace conversations that make absolutely no sense, yet at the time they make all the sense in the world. Anyway, this stranger, let's call him Brian, right? Brian said to me, he said George. Actually, he didn't say George, he didn't know my name. He said mate. Actually, didn't say mate, he was German. Anyway, what he did say was he pointed out the skyline to one very tall, slightly weathered white building. It was about 1 kilometer away. And old school raver Brian explained to me that this building was one of the first tall buildings built in Bangkok. And when it was built, it was surrounded by like fields of buffalo, and the water system didn't even work. It operated on buckets. And in that moment, I just had this overwhelming feeling of ecstasy, thinking about the rapid state of change that we live in. And as human beings, we can create so much change in such a short amount of time. And to think that in just 1 generation of human beings, we could go from fields to this incredible skyline is truly awe-inspiring. Now you might be thinking, George, what the hell does old school raver Brian and his story about the rapid pace of human change and development have to do with whether or not Bangkok is still a good place for digital nomads? Well, it has everything to do with that, and I'll tell you why. Sometimes you just miss a little bit at home, so I had to like harvester it. If you're from the UK, you know harvester. It had to be done. Sometimes you just miss a little bit of good old harvester food. So firstly, this shows you there is just some awesome stuff to do in Bangkok. Well, I spent like 1,000 baht, £25, $30 all night for entry and taxis because I don't drink. And secondly, Bangkok, like everywhere and everything in existence, undergoes change. The only constant in the universe is change. And yes, if I am honest, over the last 2 years, I've seen a lot more foreigners coming here to Thailand. So this has resulted in the price of like everything going up, and especially the prices of like lovely condos, but I'll go over that in a sec when I show you around my spot. But here's the thing, Bangkok's a very big place, and there's an exercise you can do. Like when you're walking down, you can look out all the different windows you can see, thousands of the buggers, right? And all of the people inside of those windows, they need to survive. And foreigners really are just a drop in the ocean that is the vastness of Bangkok. And look, if you do stay somewhere between like Prakanong down to Siam, guess what? You're going to be paying more than if you stayed further out. But what does paying more even really mean? It just means more than what Bangkok used to cost. You can still get great food for like 80 baht, £2, $3. A taxi in the UK, which costs you 50 quid, 60, 70 bucks, will set you back about £5, $7 here. A meal in the UK that would really cost you around £15, $20, $25, would cost you like £2 to £3, $4 to $5 here. So really, is Bangkok still good value for money? Hell yeah. Now, I just want to take a moment to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Awesome. One of the biggest mistakes that I see digital nomads make and online entrepreneurs is they're penny wise and pound foolish. And they really don't take care of the important financial and legal aspects, which are really important when it comes to running an online business. And that is why I've partnered with Awesome for today's video. So whether you're a digital nomad or entrepreneur on the go, Awesome makes incorporation in tax-friendly havens like Hong Kong or Singapore hassle-free and completely paperless, which is really good when you're on the go. So you can literally manage everything online from anywhere in the world. So trusted by over 15,000 small businesses, Awesome will handle your financial admin, your taxes, your bookkeeping and accounting, while you can focus on what actually matters, growing your business. With Awesome's easy to use platform, you can track your cash flow in real time, stay on top of your invoices, and manage all of your business finances in one place. There's no need for juggling multiple apps or tools, which can be a real headache. So expert accountants and simple software handles taxes, bookkeeping and accounting, managing invoices and tracking cash flow with easy business tools and a real-time dashboard. And I've actually been able to lock in a 16% discount for you guys. So if you'd like to secure that discount or just simply find out more about how Awesome might be able to help you, what I recommend you do is to click the link in the description below this video right now. Enter your name, email address, and phone number on the next page, and you can find out more about how Awesome can help you simplify your financial admin so you can focus on growing your business and living your life. Thank you, Awesome, for making today's video possible. Now, let's touch on just general quality of life. Look, what is life but just a repetitive set of things that you do every day over and over again? Like, let me walk you through my general routine, just so you can see how this might map onto your life and your daily routine, so you could see what your life as a digital nomad might look like in Bangkok. So I wake up in the morning and I have a little workout in the condo gym, have a little morning swim, and then go to the sauna. Then I'll go to a little coffee shop and I'll crack on with some work. Then in the early afternoon, I'll go to a gym and have a little energizer session just to pick me up for the afternoon, and then crack on with a bit more work until the late afternoon, early evening. At that point, I'll just grab some dinner with pals, the missus, or I'll just sit at home, watch Netflix and eat, and that is life. But here's the thing, each one of those is considerably better here in Bangkok. Like, I certainly wasn't going for morning swims in my condo and pool in the UK, right? And now I begin my days doing cardio, overlooking the incredible Bangkok skyline and swimming in an infinity pool. Like, I used to go to a dingy little Costa Coffee in Northwood Hills High Street, and now I go to some of the coolest, funkiest coffee shops in the world. I train at a gym, which first off has great facilities, but secondly, it sets me back about a tenner a month, or around $15. The food that I eat is better, and there's just so many more things to do. I mean, I can hop on a train or a bus or a short internal flight and be at some of the world's best holiday destinations. Like, seriously, for like 50 quid, $80, I can hop on a plane this afternoon and be at a beautiful island or a beautiful beachfront. So, apart from being away from everyone that you know and love, everything else that makes up your day-to-day routine and general quality of life is, I would say, pretty much better here in Bangkok. Now, what I want to do quickly is just give you a quick look around at the condo that I'm staying in. I'm staying here for a year, and after the little tour, I'll tell you how much I'm paying. So the little room I'm in right now, this is like a little, I don't know what they call it, like a little sunken thing. I don't know what it is. It's like down a little bit, but this is where I come and work. And then out here, there's like a little garden area, seating, everything like that. And this is actually a dog-friendly or pet-friendly condo building. So you see all the dogs and stuff running out here, the odd cats on leash for people that are nutters. No, I'm kidding, it's nice to get your cat out. But yeah, this is a little pet section, and I'll show you the rest of the building right now. This is one of the co-working spaces on the 32nd floor. This is mad. Just Pop the aircon on. So what I really like about this place, it's got like its own little sink here, got like a little coffee machine over here, and it's just a really cool place to come and work. What I really like is they've got these really tall windows. I mean, look at this, and the view from Bangkok is pretty cool. I mean, check this shit out. It's a really nice view, and this is what the view looks like when you're sitting and working. So, not too shabby. Now, something that is worth mentioning is like everything in Thailand just seems to like have something wrong with it. And this room, it's just so hot. And for some reason, the juristic are just against having the aircon on. So you have to come in here, turn it on, and wait for like an hour till you're not sweating your tits off. It just seems to be in Thailand, like everything is so perfect, but there's just something wrong with it all the time. Just something, just not quite. So this is like the little stretch room here. So come and finish the day. Little stretch here on the mat. The view from here is unreal. I mean, look at this. Incredible views at night. So, is Bangkok still a digital nomad's paradise? Well, ultimately, it depends on your version of paradise. Everyone's got a different definition of what paradise is. So, if you want to experience the epitome of sophistication and the pinnacle of hospitality, go to Dubai. But on the other hand, if you want to sit on a beach and look at one of the best natural sights the entire world has to offer, go down south and go to Phi Phi. However, if you want the world's best nightlife, the coolest little backstreet restaurants, stunning temples, kindest people, and funkiest little coffee shops and co-working spaces, then come to Bangkok. So I say, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you watch the next video that's recommended on the screen right now, because we touched on some things similar to this, and I hope you get a ton of value out of it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and stay real.